Seth Wolf and Renee Smith say their sons weren't comfortable with a biologically female student who identifies as male using the boys' locker room at Stonebridge High School. In this video, first obtained by 7 News, the boys can be heard asking why there was a girl in the boys' locker room. The video was recorded by the female student, who then complained to administrators about their behavior. On Friday evening, Seth and Renee say their boys were notified by Loudoun County Public Schools that LCPS's Title IX office found them responsible for sexual harassment and sex-based discrimination.
I would say like the first reaction was like some anger because we were just really, concerned with all this stuff. There was that. I was saddened by the decision-making process and how that went.
Seth's son faces a 10-day suspension and additional discipline to be handed out by school officials after a meeting with him. Renee and her family moved out of state this summer, but if her son were to ever return to the district, says LCPS, he would be suspended then.
Absolutely floored that they came back and branded my son responsible for sexual harassment and sex-based discrimination with no solid evidence whatsoever. We're talking about, scarring him for life by a biased process that's supposed to protect fairness. It's shocking, it's wrong, and it should terrify every single parent.
Renee's concern is this will follow him because it's on his permanent academic record and could impact his college applications. LCPS's policy allows students to use bathrooms and locker rooms based on their chosen gender identity. Seth and Renee believe LCPS is sending a message that any student who expresses views that disagree with so-called Policy 8040 will be punished.
They're going to have to follow what Loudoun County says, what they believe is right. And what goes against other people's beliefs or what we believe is right.
What they're doing to our children is just despicable.
Now, the boys and their families have a small window to appeal LCPS's decision. 7 News reached out to LCPS for a response on their findings in this case. They did not respond to 7 News. Now, the Family Freedoms Law Center, which has been representing the boys and their families in this case, says they're going to continue to work on this case until this decision is overturned. Nick Minock, 7 News.